Hello and welcome to the Daily Space for today, Thursday, July 16th, 2020. I'm your host, Dr. Pamela Gay, and I am here to put science in your brain. Today, it feels like 1,000 spacecraft are all crying out for attention. And today's episode has, quite by chance, become a roundup of, what our favorite robot explorers are up to. This morning, the European Space Agency released the first round of images from Solar Orbiter. Launched on February 10th of this year, this mission took a fast path to the sun and is now sending back images from closer to the sun than, any mission has gone before. Now, this mission is not alone in exploring the sun. Solar Orbiter is one of two missions currently flying near the sun, working in collaboration with the Parker Solar Probe, which launched in 2018. These two missions are working to study the details of our sun's magnetic fields, atmosphere, and the temperature structure of its outermost layers. In today's image release, the team operating Solar Orbiter discussed the challenges they've had working to operate a mission with 10 scientific instruments when most of the team has had to work from home. To see them succeed and also have early science results is really a testament to this team's ability to collaborate over the internet. And it's a great argument for allowing folks to keep working from home if they want to, when and if things ever get back to normal. Their images caught a previously predicted phenomena called campfires, which are being pointed to by arrows in this image. Let me see if I can embiggen some of these for you. There we go. According to David Brigmans, principal investigator of EUI high-res imager, the campfires are little relatives of the solar flares that we can observe from Earth. Millions or billions of times smaller, though. The sun might look quiet at first glance, but when we look in detail, we can see those miniature flares everywhere we look. More data is still needed to understand the temperature profile of the campfires, and that data will be coming in the future from the SPICE instrument. When we have the results, we'll bring them to you right here on the Daily Space. Now, Solar Imager is not the only mission on the move. On the 5th anniversary of its historic flyby of Pluto, the New Horizons mission is looking back on its greatest discoveries, while it looks ahead to its next encounter. Prior to this mission, our best images of Pluto came from Hubble, and it saw Pluto as nothing more than a smudge a few pixels across. From New Horizons' high-resolution mapping of one side of Pluto and medium-resolution imaging of the entire world, we found ourselves drowning in new ideas about this icy world. Here are 10 facts Pluto scientists find the most amazing. This is taken from the Johns Hopkins University Advanced Physics Lab website. First of all, Pluto has a heart. And that heart drives activity on the planet via a bunch of thermodynamic and chemical reactions. Second, there's probably a vast liquid water ocean sloshing beneath Pluto's surface. Third, Pluto may still be tectonically active because that ocean is still liquid. Fourth, Pluto was and still may be volcanically active. This is cryovolcanism, not lava like we see on Io and Earth. Next, glaciers cut across Pluto's surface even today, and they've done so for billions of years. Pluto has heat convection cells in its giant glacier Sputnik. This is what creates those cool segmented features we see. Pluto also has a literal beating heart that controls its atmosphere and climate. Pluto also has dunes. They're just more icy than we're used to. Pluto and Charon have almost no or little craters. And that has some big implications to the age of surfaces. My personal favorite fact, which did not make it onto their list, is the surface of Pluto formed more recently than bees evolved on the planet Earth. Bees predate the surface of Pluto. Continuing on, Charon, the moon of Pluto, had a volcanic past, and it could be key to understanding other icy worlds out in the Kuiper Belt. The New Horizons spacecraft is still healthy and has some fuel remaining that can be used to direct it near yet another Kuiper Belt object. But for that to happen, scientists need to find one with an orbit that gets it close enough to New Horizons' path that a flyby is possible. Unfortunately, space is mostly empty, and finding a next new target is an ongoing process. Currently, an international team is using the Subaru telescope in Hawaii to search for just the right Kuiper Belt object. And when they find it, we here at the Daily Space will bring you those results. But for now, we wish them all the luck in the solar system. Missions to other worlds can take decades to plan and more months or even years to travel to their targets. Unfortunately, to get to their destinations, these missions have to launch when the planets are correctly aligned so they can take the best advantage of our Earth's motion, gravitational assists from other worlds, and then get to their destination when that destination is at just the right place in its own orbit. Mars is close enough to us that we see just the right alignments about every 18 months. And right now, Earth and Mars are perfectly placed for launch. Originally, there was going to be major missions from both NASA and the European Space Agency, as well as missions from new countries, including the United Arab Emirates. But space is hard. ESA had to postpone the Rosalind Franklin rover until the next launch window, and NASA's Perseverance mission is going to potentially launch outside the ideal window due to various issues with the rocket, and it doesn't yet have a launch date set. On schedule and ready to go, however, is that United Arab Emirates mission. Their first interplanetary mission and the first such mission from any Arabic-speaking country, called Al-Amal, which translates to hope. Their orbiter will study Mars' atmosphere in detail, adding to the dataset started by MAVEN. This mission is set to launch sometime this month from Japan on an H-2A. If we can, we'll bring you this launch live right here on twitch.tv. For now, though, this is all the news we have for today. And I want to say thanks for being here for the Daily Space.